2025. This is so exciting. Very, very, very exciting that I'm going live in another new year, brand new year, a year that whatever you speak, whatever you start doing is what is going to take. And I'm super excited and I'm very happy really about you, everybody who has joined me, who joined me a year ago in 2024, all through December while we were doing the business sessions at night. And especially for those in India, I must give you an extra hand because 10 p.m. Nigerian time is like 3 p.m. Indian time, but a lot of you joined in, contributed, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much. So it's been over 22 hours. We joined the new year in Nigeria. Let me know when you joined the new year in your country. How many hours ago now have you been in 2025, and how does it look like from your angle, right? I'm really excited, and I want us to share something very, 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 very important. Sigmal, welcome to the live stream. That question is not for me to answer, and that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, so you could go somewhere, another stream, to ask the questions, and you're going to get the questions. Tonight, we're talking about why writing a book is the smartest move for CEOs in 2025. Now, post-COVID, there are a lot of challenges and things that have changed. Good things, of course, challenging things. And if you are somebody who leads anybody, you have people who you are leading as a CEO, as a I'm happy you've retracted your message, right? As a CEO, as an executive, a company owner, an organization head, you are in the right place to know that things are shaping up. People are shaping up in a particular way, and there are a lot of challenges economically. There are a lot of issues. Really, not like there was any time that there were no issues, but with the challenges that we have and all of the transformation that are also coming with them, one of the smartest things you do is writing a book. Yes, you heard me right, writing a book. And Happy New Year, thank you so much. Now, so if you head a big organization, or you work as a CEO or as a top level person in a big organization or a middle scale organization, you already will know how challenging the year is coming off already, because everybody is saying Happy New Year, but you and I know that it's a year that is quite uncertain. We don't know. We have closed all of our books for the year in 2024. We have looked at the numbers, we have looked at the manpower, but somehow this is a year that is new, there's hope, but somehow you also feel that vibe of we don't know what to expect, especially because there are a lot of uncertainties, a lot of economic uncertainties, there are a lot of digital revolutions as well that looks like they're going to keep people away from work. Happy New Year, Rose. Good to see you. Yay! Welcome to the live stream. Please let me know how many hours ago you joined 2025 according to your country. Also, let us know the country where you're watching from, and I'll be super excited to give you a shout out. Okay? Now, it's also very competitive now. For you to be a leader of any organization, you should know that the competition is stiff when it comes to products, when it comes to even getting to hire the right people is like walking through the eye of a needle. It's becoming increasingly challenging to run businesses, to head teams, and with all of the challenges also with people wanting to do their own thing. So you have employees who also have TikTok earning businesses, you know what I mean? It's becoming dynamic in a way that is also confusing. Thank you. Okay, 22 hours plus. So you're in Nigeria like me. Yeah. Let me know. 2025 is amazing. Now, you heard me right. Writing a book could differentiate you as a top level manager or CEO from all of other people in your competition. I'm sure you're wondering, a book? Yes, a book, and I'm going to let you know why. And that's why we're doing this video, to let you know why it's a smart move that you need to do, right? By the end of this session, you'll be able to understand why your expertise and everything you've been through and all your superpowers in the boardroom and in the workplace needs to be published, and how we can transform your journey entirely. Trust me. Let's start with the first part, which is why it's powerful for you to write a book. Now, the important question is, why should you write a book, really? I'm sure you're wondering why. Like, do I need it? Why do I need it? Let me break it down. First of all, if you're somebody, especially if your eyes are in the bigger things, you want to grow, you want to make a mark. You don't want all of this toil and all this sacrificing for years to just be forgotten one day because maybe you're now out of the job and all that. You want to be remembered for a long time. You want to be somebody that people will always come to as the industry authority in your sphere, right? Now, also, you know that 2025 is a thought leadership currency year because a lot of people are developing their personal brand, doing stuff. So being a thought leader is a currency that will open doors for you beyond where other people are. You know, people might have the same job function like you, like maybe head of corporate communication, country director for a brand. There might be other people who are carrying that same portfolio, but who may not open doors like when your names are mentioned if you're an author, right? Publishing a book positions you at a different level, at an authority level in your industry. You're not just leading your company, remember, you're not just leading people, you are also making impact. You're also leading a whole conversation in your industry. And sometimes you wonder, like, is that important? Why should I even try that? Now, you don't also want to go through all of this, and even as much as your children don't understand what you have put in all of these years, you know, working in a certain industry, getting paid, you know, forfeiting family time and all of that. Reading it and knowing that this is what you have been through will help you sustain your retirement, will help you sustain your life and your happiness and the memories. And even beyond now, people can always go back and read and follow your templates in your industry and beyond to have actionable outputs that they can point back to you for. Right? Your legacy is solid when you're able to publish by yourself. I mean, when people are no more, anybody can decide to take a pieces of what they've done to write a biography about them or to write a book about them, but it doesn't quite hit like when you are the one clarifying the facts. You are the one saying this is how it happened, so that people will not be quoting you off record, you know, or taking things from the media that sometimes are not verified and all of that. Happy New Year, Rowan. Good to see you. All right. So if it's about having credibility, building authority in your industry, having set up your legacy, something you'll be remembered for a long time. You can't do all of this work and just, you know, go away like every layman. So your insights and all the things you've learned, even the challenges and strategies that you've applied, are very unique to you, are very, very unique to you. And you have even developed some by yourself, because the challenges you face are not the challenges that another person is facing. The way you're also able to handle it and cope with them is also not the same. So those are strategies that people want to learn. How did you do this? Some people are already even asking you, like, you know, how do you navigate this part where you went through assessment, you were thinking you were going to be laid off and you didn't get laid off? How do you manage hiring people who end up disappointing you, and how do you finally lay them off without problems? All of those things that look like is nothing, and how you handle them are the real source that your book should have. Right now, also having a book, of course, open doors for you. Like I said, you walk into a room and people are already like, oh my God, that's him, that's her, that's him, that's her. Why? Because they read your book. Networking with you becomes very easy. People want to meet you. You're going to meet new people because they're like, oh my God, your book changed my life. Something you wrote in chapter 71 is the one I applied in my business, and it took off. You see, there's, you know how life is. Until you're doing something for other people, you're not quite fulfilled. Do you understand? So a book can make you feel like, oh my God, and in different countries, in different places, especially when you market it well. Of course, you must market it well and sell it across the world. And of course, I've talked about even the opportunities we have now. You can translate it into different languages and let your book travel. Let it travel to places you may not ever get to, right? That's the power of this experience and all these decades of work you have put in. Now, let's look at why do I say that 2025 is the best time to do this? Because well, let me tell you something. There's AI now, right? So we move from information era to now digital era. But see, I think that in 2025 we're not just in digital era, we are in AI era, if you ask me. Because look, this is no longer, or people are no longer looking for information. Information is the last thing. Hi, T-Man, wish you all the best. I feel this is your year. Thank you very much, T-Man. T-Man Tao said, this is my year, and I believe it. Thank you so much. Thank you, and same to you as well. Happy New Year. All right, so there is a revolution coming. It's already here, but some people are still sleeping on it. Like, I don't get it. It's raining loudly, and there are drums, drums of sort of war, and some people can still be sleeping in that noise. Like, I don't get it. 2025 is the year where people are not looking for information. So why you need to write your story is that people want real life experiences, real people they can connect with, and how they overcame challenges in the boardroom, in the corporate sector, in marketing, in sales, in manufacturing, how they navigated it. People want these things, and when they can pay anything. Have you noticed how people are buying online courses more than ever before? People are paying for coaching more than ever before. Before, people used to like, why should I go and ask another person to show me how to do this? But today, even in my country, where people are like, we don't read books, we don't do this. Even in my country, people are making a kill, documenting their knowledge and selling them. And I'm buying. I'm also making mine. People are also buying mine. And I'm telling you for real, right? So people are not looking for information. There's a lot of information everywhere. There's information. In fact, it's garbage. Yeah? But you and what you've been through, how you handled them, have never been published. And so strategies might be the same, principles might be the same, but the results you got and how you handled them, tied to the behavior of humanity, is classic. Nobody can get it elsewhere. And that's why I think that 2025 is your year to write. Look at all that's happened after COVID. Interestingly, this year is making it 5 years that we went through the pandemic. Can you even believe it? See how much time is running. So imagine you wrote your book in 2021, 2022. See how far you should have brought you. Now, people are looking for leaders after COVID who will help them with clarity. No longer jargons and definitions and theories and philosophies. People are looking for CEOs who have clarity, who will help them get clarity on what they need to do and show them the path, give them direction. Especially in times like this that you are never certain about anything. I was taking my favorite drink today, which is a yogurt. Oh, I wish I had a pack to show you. And it hit me that exactly 1 year today, I took this same drink. It's a yogurt, it's not a drink, right? It's a yogurt brand, and I took this same drink exactly this time last year, and it was 3 times less the price. Okay, let me even tell you the fact. This drink was about 780 naira, 750 naira as at this time in 2023. But as at today, in 2024 rather, yeah, January of 2024. As at today, that same drink is 1,800. That was what we bought it today. And it hit me like, wait, it did not climb twice. It get. Do you understand? We live in such an uncertain time. If you're a trader, if you do business, you could buy your goods, restock. Before you finish selling, the prices of the goods and your capital can no longer buy the same amount that you bought the last time. So, with that kind of development, you can't be sitting on just one product, on one model, on what has been working since 1990 that you don't want to shift about. You'll be out of business in no time. And you as a CEO, especially if you don't own the company, you want to impress. Is that the word? You want to make your mark that you were here. Excuse me. Yeah. So you do that by guiding. Pardon me, please. You do that by guiding other people through your book, right? Now, this can frustrate me a lot whenever I'm doing live videos. I'm just feeling. Oh my God. Pardon me, guys. I always have this when I start doing live videos. I don't know why. I feel like singing like, all my life you have been faithful. Hey. All my life you have been so good. Hey. Every breath that I am taking, is that even correct? I will sing of the goodness of God. Okay, let me remove the AC. So that's the okay. Let me know if you're enjoying it so far. Thank you for bearing with me. I think the noise has also stopped, so I put up the AC. Oh my god! Oh my god! You do this one. Hey, today's live stream is the Gasta mode, guys. Pardon me. This live stream is exposing all my what they call that now, all my allergies and stuff. If you are still on this live stream, all of this happening, let me know in the comment section. So please give me some love. Thank you very much for understanding. Okay, so we're talking about the post COVID leadership, right? A lot has happened. A lot is happening. There's so much uncertainty. There's so much price chaos. There's so much no subsidy, that subsidy. There's a lot of issues. And people are not employing CEOs who can't solve problems anymore. So the problems you've solved are not just, for your boardroom or for your locker or for your desk. It's for the world to use and apply because that's what they will see and run to. If you Google, oh, how to solve this, and you're going to see some templates, some information out there. But when you are saying, this is how I solved it, people are going to gravitate towards you the more. Another reason why I think that this is the perfect time for you to write is that, see, we live in a content economy. I told you already, if you watch that video, that this year is my money year, my content money year. Now, the content economy is so huge. Content is the new oil. Content is king. Ah, God. Have you seen 19-year-old, 18-year-olds are billionaires, getting to billionaires in Naira, making a lot of money from TikTok, from YouTube, from different online platforms, from cryptocurrency. And you're wondering, wait, we are past the era where you need to go to school, get a good job, and get people need to necessarily start a business, get a shop or make money. Content is king. People are making a kill by just setting up a couple's page on Facebook and they are doing different things, having fun, pranks, and all that, and they're making millions every year. Now, you are stuck behind a desk every year, every day, every week. Sometimes you're suffering from lack of vitamin D because you don't really get enough sun. And all of those issues, I know because I've been there. And then you want to retire for someday, and then that's all. Like, I don't get it. All of this content, all of what you're going through as a leader in your corporate sector is premium. All of them are premium content. See, people can even pay you to just come and sit down with you and you gist them the story. So what are you talking about? And this book you're going to write can be adapted into podcasts, into articles, into blog posts, into online courses. Don't play. You don't want to play. Okay? And if you're a CEO or executive who's been even you just watched YouTube, you learn and go, you feel like this is not my thing, I don't like camera, I don't like this, I don't like social media. Sorry, but you see, the same way you come back to it for strategies to learn, assuming the people putting this stuff are not putting them, how would you find the content to navigate things, right? So that's why I think 2025 is your year to make this happen. Also, another reason why I think that you must write a book. There are so many things that AI can help organizations do now. So many things that organizations can do with AI that they don't need all the human beings that they may necessarily have needed in 2022 or even in 2010. So with that, you have more time on your hand as a CEO or as a leader to actually sit down and begin to focus on building your own personal brand, starting with writing a book. Your book is the ultimate personal branding tool that you need. Your premium business card. It introduces you fast in a room. It gives you the leverage that nothing else can bring. AI have changed the game. Personal branding is on the rise. This is the year, if you watch my prediction video, this is the year where personal branding is going to skyrocket. People are going to buy more from people. That's why people like Davido can be paid $10,000 to perform for a few minutes in a wedding. That's why CEOs, different people, regular people are becoming businesses on their own because personal branding is a thing. We like to connect with each other. Now, let me take it a little bit further, right? Sort of to show you some of the benefits that you get from writing a book. Some of the okay, let me mention the tangible benefit, the ones that you can see immediately. The the addition it brings to your company or your business cannot be quantified. Your book will act as your sophisticated business card. It announces you and it helps you to attract, especially if you're the owner of your company, it helps you to attract investors because they can read your book, they can tell your mind frame and your value system and your business savviness or not from writing your book, from reading your book. That way, your clients can be sure that they're dealing with somebody that's knowledgeable. Your talent can become top tier. It can become different from every other CEO around. And it makes people to be drawn to your vision, to be drawn to what you're building, to want to be part of it in different ways, right? It boosts your business, it boosts your office, right? One another tangible benefit, of course, is diversifies your income. You can't. Oh my gosh, African Tales and Beats said, I want to write at least 6 books this year. We're going to help you make it happen. We're going to make it happen with you. Please send us an email. Oh, this would be so amazing. And see, if you're listening and you're like African Tales and Beats, know that you can write, we have a group of ghostwriters, editors. I mean, we do everything from beginning to the end for executives like you. Even if you want to write 10 books at once, you can get that done in just 5 months. All of them, not one of them, all of them in 5 months. We have that much capacity. So you're welcome to join us, African Tales and Beats. All right, thank you too. Now, it diversifies your income. You're going to make money, right? Thank you, African Tales and Beats. Yeah, it helps you diversify your income beyond your primary job or beyond your regular, right? You can create another income stream that will also give you opportunities. Opportunity like royalties if you're working with a traditional publishing firm, which is not so easy to get right now, or even getting phased out a bit. But there are organizations that do a mix of both. So you're getting the royalty part, but you're also handling your marketing and keeping the monies that you are making by yourself. There's a way they do it. So whatever it is, you can make more money. That book, you're going to write it once. Yes, you're going to print them, but organizations like Amazon have made it easier. You don't even need to print sometimes. Putting them on Amazon, you can keep selling them all year round. And also, you can have speaking engagements. You can actually now put an actual fee in doing keynote speeches, in being part of panel discussions, in being conference speakers, in being a conference speaker for organizations. I mean, this is a huge open door that you're going to get by just writing a book. So imagine if you write 2, 3, 4, depending on what you want to do. Also, consultation. People will call you to say, oh, help us fix this, help us do that, help us do that. And it's so encouraging because what a book can do for you, the doors it can open for you, you will never been expecting it. You will never have been expecting it. Another thing is that your influence will go beyond just people who know you, of course, because your book will travel to places that you would not ever imagine. People might come to an event where you're speaking and buy your book and go and give it to a sibling or a friend or a colleague who lives in another city, and they travel with it, or your book is traveling. And then when you start doing your book tour, going to different countries and states, more people are getting your books. And see, you can't quantify that impact in money or even in time. You can't. Is mind-blowing. Yeah. And let's look at another part, which is how to overcome some of the challenges that you may have if you set out to do this. I mean, so you can be listening to me and say, yes, I think I want to also write a book. I think I want to give it a shot. Or maybe you have even written a book that maybe you didn't do so well, and you're wondering, oh, should I try it again, or should I repackage this book or review it and all that? We'll answer all of that question here on this channel. But I'm thinking you might be saying, oh, I'm too busy to write a book, or I'm not a writer. I mean, I don't know how to sit down and start writing. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry at all. These are very common challenges with people, with people generally. And we have helped so many CEOs. When I say we, I and my team at Logos Audibles, we have helped a lot of CEOs to write their book. We are currently launching a book with another client, which we just finished in December of 2024, and so many other people in the pipeline. So you can see, you don't join a queue when you come to us. You get assigned to writers, editors, designers, marketers as you indicate interest, and you sign up to the service. Okay, so not having time is very typical. You can work with us. Our ghostwriters and editors will work with you to articulate all your thoughts while you focus on your core responsibilities. Yes, your actual work, 100% your story, 100% your content. Don't worry how we'll get it. We'll sit down with you and get all of that sorted. Also, another thing you need to pay attention to, that I know is a hurdle, is the fact that, okay, I don't have time, or rather, I don't have the writing skills. Yes, that's typical. Even people who think that they are writers sometimes might be second guessing themselves about writing. And because we're looking at something you need to do this year and early this year, you don't need to be an award-winning writer or to be very good at writing, or all that. It is your expertise that you have gained. What you have already gained is what matters here. It's not your skill. What you already have done, what you're already doing as a leader is what matters. Pardon me. So professionals like us, like me and my team, will help you to structure, get this story out, structure it, edit it, publish it, print it, and market it, depending on what you sign up for. Okay, so don't worry about that. Also, some people are like, oh, my book be received, all that. See, get that. Also, let that not also worry you. You don't really even need a traditional publisher to get your work, so you don't need agents and all of that, especially if you're in Africa, where it's not typically very common. Okay, you can handle your book by yourself, self-publish, grow your brand, register a personal company that can handle all of the sales of that work. We can help you, advise and consult for you on how to make this happen. African Tales and Beats, we look forward to you coming on board this year, this January, really. Okay, now let me give you a step-by-step guide. If you're somebody who is listening to me and saying, I want to do it myself, I know how to do it, I wish I can get help, we can also help you to do that. Number one, define the purpose for this book that you want to write. Ask yourself, like, what do I want to achieve with this book? Do I want to sell more on my products or my services? Do I want to educate people on a particular aspect? Do I want to inspire people? Do I want to create more business opportunities? Do I want to mentor maybe younger people in the industry? Just have the purpose for this book written down and articulated in a way that will help your content. Number two step is think of who you're writing for. So are you writing for your peers, your fellow leaders, CEOs? Are you writing for those who are about to get into CEO mode, about to register their own company, or about to grow, on the corporate ladder? Are you writing for people who could become your clients, right? So you're telling them how you do what you do and why they need to trust your organization or you to come on board, that kind of thing. So you must identify who exactly your book is going to be talking to. Next thing, you have to outline the content of your book. It's not going to be so much. Just break your book into chapters so you can tell from the beginning of the chapter to the end of the chapter, where do you want to start from and where do you want to end? So what's the transformation you want to provide for your reader from beginning to the end? So you write them out in bullet points, and all of those bullet points will now become the chapter, so you can expand on them while you're writing. Right? There are different ways you can do that. Okay. Number 4 step, if you want to write your book, is choose the right support team. Please don't say, oh, somebody in my office speaks well, she can help me to read my book. It's okay to do like better reading. People give you an idea about some aspect of your work so you can improve the work while you're in the right. Yeah, hire professional editors, hire professional ghostwriters if you can't write the book at all. Hire the best of everything, designers, publishers, printers. Please make sure that you choose the best, so that your work will come out pristine and quality in print and in content. Okay. Also, make sure that this book is not. I have a client who I love so much. Like, he's not even our client fully. He's just somebody that I edited her book in 2013, and she has taken the whole of 2024 to promote her book everywhere in over 7 countries and several cities, over 20 something cities in just 1 year. I mean, she is a fashion designer who had written a book on her journey in fashion design, but that book she has taken to several countries, and it's so humbling to see. So look at for the fact that you must publish and promote this book like you are serious about it, because you need to be serious about it, right? You start with the way you're going to launch your book, the way you're going to deliver them, the way you're going to make collaterals out of the book content very real. Now, there are some real life examples I want you to look at. There's this man who wrote about the Starbucks, how Starbucks was transformed. I'm thinking of his name, Howard Schultz. Howard wrote a book called Onward. Yes, Onward. He talked about how Starbucks, journey came about. There are also CEOs like Indira Nooyin, who wrote My Life in Full Highlights, right? Which is her leadership experience. You can, I mean, these books, they didn't just tell stories, they reshaped the perception people had about things and open new doors for people and for them as well. Okay. Now it's time for you to take action. You're free watching this video. Writing a book is not just something about I can write. It's not about my or your even what you've been through in that sense, but it's about the fact that you should understand that you're called to influence people, you're called to inspire people, you're called to leave a legacy, you're called to be larger than life, because God made us all to be impactful human beings, right? So here is my challenge to you. Commit to starting your book, to start writing your book this year. And also, if you need help, reach out. Our email address is in the comment section. Reach out and let us start writing your book. It doesn't matter. Location is not a barrier at all. Anywhere in the world you are, we can work with you virtually, through email, through WhatsApp, through Google Meet platforms, and get your book manuscript out. Then we can go ahead to the publishing stage and printing if you want. And this will blow your mind how it's going to pan out. Especially if you're a business owner and you own your own business, please don't sleep on this. Please don't sleep on this. Now, reach out to I and my team if you have a problem with implementing any of this. Like I have said, drop your questions in the comment section. Write in the comment section right now. Write your book. Write in the comment section, and let me respond as I go offline. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because so much more is coming. Happy New Year once again, and I wish you an amazing year ahead, and I look forward to meeting you again in another live stream. Also, check out my long form videos, my shorts, and all the previous live videos. You're going to get amazing value from them. Okay, see you then, and catch you. Bye.